Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for tuning in to ABS tonight, especially those of you who are joining in from Ground Zero, where we call the Federal Republic of Amazonia. It was a sad day early in the morning today, Wednesday, April the 12th in the year of our Lord, 2023. Where French Cameroon occupying colonial soldiers massacred, we understand, a bike rider and the murder at the same time right around the food market in Bamenda. That is the subject of this broadcast today. I'm gonna be bringing you an eyewitness account from the scene from Bamenda to tell us exactly what he saw and what happened right there and after that in the city of Bamenda. Right now we understand that calm is returning to the city. However, the tensions are still very, very high. Thank you once more, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for tuning in. I like to know, please, this is very important to me here, to us here at ABS, because we realize the numbers have been going down. They are not what you all know they used to be. Now, I'd like to find out from you right now, if you are joining the broadcast by way of Facebook, I'd like to know whether you receive notifications. Because normally when we come up, when ABS is live, there should be notifications coming to you from Facebook. Are you receiving those notifications? Leave a note on your screen. I'll be able to read it right here. Let me know whether you are all receiving notifications from ABS Plays. We have close to 20,000 subscribers on this Facebook ABS Facebook page. Normally we have over 1,000 watching, but without whether our subscribers are getting the notifications each time ABS comes up live. So let me know whether you are receiving those notifications. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Do not touch that remote, but make sure that you hit that share button. Let them know the anchor man is coming to you live with what happened in Bamenda today. Stay put. right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying put in there. And please, I crave your indulgence to go ahead and again hit your share button. I like to see at the least 500 people within the next 5 minutes tune in to the live broadcast right here on Facebook. And I see some of you say yes, you receive notifications. Many others say no, they don't receive it. So I don't know why some will be able to receive notifications and many others won't. I just cannot explain why. But please, the only thing we can do at this moment is to go ahead and hit the share button to share the broadcast. Hit your share button to share the broadcast. And I bring to you once more, ladies and gentlemen, what happened in Bamenda today. Again, it was a sad day in Bamenda. I think at the end of the day, we are told that about 2 or 3 people were gunned down. Not actually gunned down, smashed, crushed, ladies and gentlemen, using the armored cars of French Cameroon occupying soldiers right around the food market in Bamenda. That happened today. And as a result, Okada riders and the population poured out to the streets to protest what the enemy, the soldiers, the occupiers had done to innocent civilians. People leaving their homes, minding their own business, just trying to make a living, not knowing that that was going to be the last day they went out and never to come back. They were crushed to death by military trucks in Bamenda. Take a look of that again, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look of that. All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bamenda today. I think the location that we are looking at there seems to me like looks like the junction Cow Street in Queen Junction or something like that. Where they call it not Mrs. Again, but it looks like that is somewhere at in Queen. I believe. I may be wrong. I'm not very sure about that. But that is what happened again in Bamenda today, and I am being joined by somebody who was right there at the scene and witnessed all of it. He witnessed all of it as it happened, as it unfolded in Bamenda. All right, let's get to our eyewitness reporter, again, who observed all that happened in Bamenda this morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
All right. Thank you for taking the time to come on board this evening to educate Ambazonians of what happened in Bamenda today. So, we want to know exactly precisely what time
see you. No, I want to produce to
Let me just say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock down Fish Point Hill when you go down for food market.
Okay.
Amoka come down with Amoka they come down with some Okada and carry some big mommy where they go church where them put Catholic women clothes where they go church.
So this woman, so this woman where it be killed, it be come out house, it go church.
They go church, he put the uniform.
Okay. Now some people they say the Okada where it be carry ye it be na ye pikin. Is that true?
Yes, Papa.
Okay.
As he carry it, they go down Fish Point Hill because that Fish Point Hill now one way, although they come up from the first time where the former delegate for Bamenda City Council happened, they fix that place. Motor they go up, but they come down. So this so-called La Republic police them when they come down that hill, it just be letting that fire. They hit this Okada with the mommy. The boy died at the spot, but mommy in a population carry mommy go hospital before mommy go die for day.
Okay.
As mommy died for day, the population make the police people they carry the mom and the boy begin climb back for Fish Point here for pass through Jamie for go for hospital. So as they be reach for hospital runabout, they throw the boy for runabout day. Now it will be happen that.
Wait, who throw the boy for hospital runabout?
Now the police people they be carry the dead body from Fish Point here, say they go hospital for mortuary.
Yes.
They can't throw it for hospital runabout.
So you mean say they kill the boy and then carry his corpse, go throw him for hospital runabout. Nobody the crowd be carry him.
Not in the hospital, not in the mortuary even.
Uh-huh.
Now the two will happen for that. They carry the boy keep him for hospital runabout. Now the time with Okada people they come see him before they carry the boy.
Okay, so Okada people they go meet the cops for hospital runabout. They carry him.
Yes, they carry him beginning to protest on road for climb go up station for governor. So as they go up, police they follow them for back. They try way for pass. We no be there. At time when they don't reach almost for Centenary Junction, they take a different course to go cut them ahead for block them. See me they no go up station and it will be happen that.
Okay, so they be they take and go for which they be they take and go for which hospital?
They begin for they be there or the other boy for Fish Point. He said they want to put it for General Hospital mortuary where the population don't carry that mommy first go. As the mommy reach for there, you know stay long the mommy die. So the police when they carry this Okada boy they go put her for hospital. The thing said they go put it for mortuary. The second throw it for hospital runabout or place where they be keep one general where they be rank amber general where they be rank kill him for here. So for the two where they be doing they be keep him for this they know say na amber boy will kill him. Where they don't know say population that they come for back.
All right. So you be they tell me the story how they take was it the cops or somebody to the hospital and the doctor come out talk very passionately. Tell us again what that story is all about and how it happened.
Now some patient where you go general hospital, you want go with the bike. For general hospital, you get place where hospital don't create a way bike people they park their bike for day. So these typical police people they come out for Jamie. They enter for hospital, see that bike for day with that man. They catch the man. With the man want to see the doctor. God helps it, the doctor was around. He follow them, say, now a patient that they carry up the back, go, the bike go for your Jamie. He follow them, what about them, say, now a patient that made they leave he back. If no man so, like that boy for sleep for the even the bike. Now the doctor make him before the bike come out. Now so they take bike for ya, transfer for their people there for worst of the Mungo.
All right. So what will be the situation, the picture of things for Bamenda this evening? I understand, say no light, no day for day.
Really, for that time when it didn't happen, the whole they should gone for market. Plenty people them, mostly they're English speaking. They be that because they be talking the lock place. Most of the people they be down come out there for market. Now only the French speaking, most of them. The Bamileke they be remain for market for that period.
Who will give instructions about the log market?
You know, say when the last time for shoot gone, they don't say any man must pack.
Okay.
They gone will be the holler for Jamie, be being at the one where it be the frightened people.
Okay. So this incident it will take place for Fish Pond, the road where they come down from Ntarekon through Fish Pond to
Food market.
Food market.
Yes.
You feel explain for us exactly how it will happen.
The Bobby they go down with the mommy why the Amoka they run they come down. Now for the way they hit the Okada with the mommy.
So Amoka will they go up or it will they come down?
It will go down.
That is, it will they come down from Tarekon side.
Yes.
And where the Okada will they go? It will they go up or will they come down?
It will go down because that road now only Okada they go down, but only they go down that hill.
Oh, so that particular road, no motor, no super for use them, only Okada?
The only Okada. Now with these people they don't come with the Amoka way, they fight for go down, but now only Okada they go down.
No motor, no motor, not to go down for that.
Yes, I pass now them or when police them and so on. Because no Okada no they pass it in front of Jamie. So now only for the way Okada if pass go down for food market.
Okay.
Yes.
So the truck it come down there, it crush the Okada with this mammy for there.
Yes, and that mammy seems to be listening as some father. He picking a father for Catholic Church as they get the information. So
far, apart from this mammy and he picking, anybody else, you don't hear say anybody else will be killed?
Now the other two I be know. Now the two women I be really know them that.
Okay. And you say this happened around 8-9 o'clock for morning?
Yes, in the morning.
Now we see a lot of Okada riders protesting on the streets of Bamenda. What are they saying?
Now because of that Okada boy where they kill him, go to wait for hospital runabout. Now time when they go discover that boy, them they say they carry the cuffs begin to walk up inside down.
They take the cops to where?
They carry the cop from the hospital runabout. He carry and go for say they want to go upstairs for go see governor.
So you know whether they will reach upstation?
From the information they say as they go up, police they go break them for roads, for block them. So from the information we say the big man for army or something like that, whether it's in a general, he come meet all them, therefore give peace. As if they give that peace, as they come back, that Jamie start for beginning to shoot gun, the disperse people them.
Okay.
Yes.
And what it will be the message of the Okada riders as they will march for the street?
that because of how they don't kill their colleagues, their friend, so now they do it, the match was street art for sure for people say this, so now so the people that they do.
Now,
And
so
one of them they talk saying,
yes, go
some
on.
of them they talk saying now only them they kill, and why they know they kill their friends or boy the way they ride Okada for inside town.
Okay. So the Okada riders, they will ask why not only them did they kill them, they know they kill Francophone Okada riders inside Bamenda.
Yes.
Now, so far, the governor, the colonial DO, the mayor, they don't talk anything about this incident?
No, I never get any information about that.
Okay. Now, let us talk about Bamenda food market itself. You talk, say, when this incident happened, everybody left except the Francophones. The Francophones
Yes.
inside Bamenda food market.
Now then they remain for inside markets.
Why you think say they remain inside market when everybody they run away?
It seems to be for me I know say that them that they show we for their people say nah Englishman this, nah this one this, nah this one this. So when something they happen, now them they first get information before we, then they don't talk only for their country people them. For example, like how the government, like the public government, they don't say one scatter food market. Any man now they run up and down, but for them since when the family keep people them. Now them they take the application go jam for council, but say when they will be the market now they will take up.
So, who they talk say they want to do what with food market?
They don't give 6 months, say they want to scatter the food market.
Okay.
So the family people, yes, that the two way they done that.
Okay. And so
any man,
and so people
Fight them. DJs today will fight there be plenty for the market so far.
so who is ever when I even the head for they go give money for them for back for occupy they shut them.
but if they never build market, how did they do assign shirts?
You know like the shed where people are there inside now, plenty people they just be in a patch where they take them from different people them. Then they say they don't go back now how they want to be the back where they get their money, they go ahead for go negotiate with the government delegate or any other person. And inside market you go see say now only them they flop for they are picking and so on. You know if you see in me or we begin where they work at the same. Whether na groundnut or na with you bitter color and so on, now only they begin the way they flop inside down.
So you mean say most of the hawkers for this Bamenda food market where all people that is saying for this video, these people are saying they carry things for their head. They are mostly Francophones, and people they get shops inside that market now mostly Francophones.
Plenty of them. Either with the picking, either with the brother picking, either with his sister and so on and so forth. They don't occupy all place. So plenty of one people them they don't run because now them they show say now English people them this.
So when you go inside the market itself, you fit estimate the number of sheds or shops where they inside the market?
If you take like for food market section, normally they lock up the outside one where they call in a food market.
Okay.
We figure around maybe we just say 1,000. Out of the 1,000, at least 700 it will be owned by them.
Out of 1,000 shops in that market, the one by the side of the roads, 700 are owned by Francophones.
It should be so.
Why it happens? Is it that people, Ambazonians inside Bamenda, they not get money to afford the shops, or they are not ready to go for it, or that they are not just giving or preferential treatment it be given to the Francophones? Because the difference is huge.
The difference is that the English people, they don't get the money for afford for the shed. Even you get the shed, them say that they go back, go meet up council. Because if you for inside council, you see most of them that they work for inside council. That the two way they make the Amazon, they never get shed for inside market.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So what you are saying is that most of these the people who own the shirts in this food market in Bamenda, most of them, they either have relatives or friends, country people working in the Bamenda Council.
It is. That is exactly.
So you mean say now Francophones, they work for Bamenda Municipal Council?
They're there for day.
Okay.
Yes, they are there.
You mean Francophones working in the Bamenda Municipality Council?
They are in the market. They are.
Now, explain for me and for the people where they listen to us. Bamenda people, they say about it.
The thing where we talk, we say the thing with the Bamenda people, they talk that say they only pray that God said make this country divide, make it be for their own side so that they will know how they manage their lives. Because anything where they do them now, the Francophone, they don't take over. Because when you go for some office, you want to do something, now they are it. They design book now only for their country people. They approve this one, say now only them. For your own, it will take time. At the end, you don't get your money, you keep off for the matter. That is how it is.
When you go to the office and you have documents to be signed, you go there, yours are not signed, but they sign those of the Francophones. And you have to bribe to have yours signed.
Even a land certificate, where you go for the government camp, they take 50,000 in 2 days. Their certificate, their land certificate being given. But for you, Englishman, even 1 year, you never be sure that you will get the land certificate.
Okay. You hang on there, hang in there. I want to play an audio to my audience. Somebody forwarded this audio to me from Boya this morning. And I want you to hear the lamentation of this individual. I don't know who he is, but the audio was forwarded to me this morning. And it came again from somebody in Boya who went to the police station in Boya. And he said from the gate to everybody inside the police station, they all speak French in Boya, not in Douala, not in Bafoussam, not in Bunda, but in Boya. Everybody he met in there was speaking French. Now listen to it.
What do you wear in the summer or spring or
I can't go Boya
or winter?
For what non-conviction?
What do you wear?
The same scenario for Boya. No, we are on the Boya. I inside police for Boya. But inside office, so all man come na blue.
Can you imagine?
The same thing. I said good morning. No man answer me. No man for Boya. No for your own for Boya.
Short.
See the point is that as I enter for that police station, from gate, the person in the old guard, they talk na French. Any more past the tongue of French.
All right. He says he went to that police station, and the moment he entered the police station, he said, "Good morning." Nobody, no response. Everybody from the gate man to everybody in the office say it's French. It is French they speak. Now, comrades, again, this is in Boya, not in Bafusam, not in Bunda, not in Douala, in our own federal capital, Boya. English language is a second-class language. I am saying this so that you all understand the reason why we don't have to chicken out and surrender to La République du Cameroon in this war. You've seen what happened in Bamenda today. And the people take it as if nothing. When I say the people, I mean the colonizers. The people are dead. A mother who left the home and got his son to pick her on Okada wherever she was going to. That was the end of the day for her. Killed by the occupying soldiers, and they carried the corpse and dumped it at the hospital runabout in Bamenda. And they do this with impunity, and nothing happens to them. Now we're also hearing from my reporter here of what is happening in the Bamenda food market, the market you see there in front of you. He says if there are 1,000 shops, if there are 1,000 shops in that market, 700 of them are owned by Francophones. Francophones. Now, for you, if you live in Bamenda or you don't live in Bamenda, something that many people are not understanding. We thought it was all Victoria that is being recolonized and occupied by Francophones. No, Bamenda has a huge chunk. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more Francophones in Bamenda than even Victoria, and I believe so. Because you go to Bamenda, you go to the My 4 area. Is it My 4? Yes, My 4, My 4, My 5, I think up to My 6. Bamili Keys, Francophones. You go to Bamendankwe, Francophones. They own the priceless lands in that city. And you go inside Mancon, you even find them right there too. They are buying and occupying almost every left piece of land inside the city of Bamenda and the peripheries. That is what we see. So, fellow Ambazonians, I really hope that we get angry enough. If we are not angry enough, we will never win this war. The people in Bamenda cannot begin to wait for the restoration fighters to take care of some of these situations. The people in Bamenda can demand to know the census, demand for the census, who owns what in that food market in Bamenda. It is not as if the people in Bamenda cannot afford the fees. Absolutely not. They can afford it, but the municipal authorities, the colonial municipal authorities, do not just want to rent those shops to the indigenous people out there in Bamenda. And I truly think that the people living in Bamenda must do something. Again, the restoration fighters will not be able to do anything. We've got to start taking some of these things, taking care of some of these things by ourselves. We've got to start taking care of them by ourselves. We cannot sit here and we are lamenting every day. You are lamenting every day that the Francophones are doing this, they are doing that, and they are your neighbors. Nothing happens to them. They ridicule you. They mock you every day. Anglo fools you are. Biafras you are. 2 cubes of sugar you are. Dogs you are. Those are the labels they give you. And we just do nothing, hoping that the restoration forces will come in and do it for us. They go in for high-end targets. High-end targets. La République du Cameroon's targets. Civilians must understand We are at war with la République du Cameroon, and whatever you can do to free yourself and free the territory, you got to do it and not wait for instructions from anybody. So, my friend, tell me, I hope you hear my commentary here. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Police them for inside town, mostly for Bamenda here, all corner and only them. Driver they suffer for their hand. For example, when you take taxi like from my 8, say you go food market, you start from my 7, you get police. You reach from my 6, you get police. You want reach for Council Junction, you get police. You want cross go up, you get brigade there. You want reach for Tarkon Market, you get police. You want reach for Brasserie Junction, you get police. You want reach for food market, you get police. You come up food market, you want go reach for city chemist, police they for they all around the town. But the one that their money, they need check no nothing. What they need is 1,000 or 500 francs. Now the two way it inside town that thing what they want for town here now money. That's what they do. They don't come for a stock pay for take their money. Whether you carry now what they inside motor, the one that they are 1,000. Now the two way near the same for that.
So from my 8 to food market, how many checkpoints?
You get my 7, you get my 6, you get Council Junction, you get brigade there. After brigade there, before that market, you get another control for there. Then you reach your brasseries junction, you get control for there. Then when you pass Jamie, you want for city for hospital and about, you get another control for there.
And at every control, they are asking for money.
That's the driver they work now for them. Driver they work now for them. They make things they not be easy for people for inside down.
We have these Okada guys in town, and again, as you said, they were protesting and lamenting that it is always them being killed, and that francophones are never touched. Francophones are never touched. Why do they remain? Do you think this event, the killings of today, will stir them up to take this thing into their own hands and go after these crooks and thugs in the name of the Cameroon army?
Papa, for this one, you know, say they don't make the English people that they fear now, for fear now, because when you want to do anything, they want to be mechanical. For example, for this night, we will flip king talk, so sometimes they must make mechanical for beginning to catch people them. And they will catch now innocent people them. I think last week they will kill some house boy when a sick man, where you don't know nothing. I think that one a Chris man. They go shoot ye, kill ye, when a sick man. So all that thing they so it don't be like say they point to say that they want be this one. Why it be say they the only key now Okada when are English speaking? That means people they look all the way, they don't look there, not to the fourth top inside down where they ride Okada.
Okay. Well, comrade, again, stay put there. Don't go away. I want to bring the audience another footage that I would like everyone to watch. And this footage has to do with a French Cameroon military general building churches and trying to pacify Ambazonians, ladies and gentlemen, that they should pray against war. They should pray against war. I'd like you to take a look at that footage. Please, nobody should call me at the moment. I cannot take phone calls, so please. So I'd like you to take a look at the footage of this army general telling people to pray. He has built churches. Just take a look.
Okay, thank you so much, General, for talking to the media shortly after inauguration in within the 5th Gendarmerie region. We want to know the symbolism of this mosque. What message are you passing across?
Well, first of all, we thank Almighty God, and we thank you also to come in after a big rain. Well, in the army, the image everybody have for soldiers is not the best. Soldiers in the bar drinking alcohol or going after women. So you are thinking that they are not trusting on God. All of us, we come from God, and we will return to God. Body that we are the same. We are like you. We are human being, and we are a creature of God, and we trust God. We have churches here. We have mosque here. Everybody has a religion before being a soldier. And the main message is to invite every soldier and every civilian to stop thinking that it is our force who can stop the crisis. We need
people, he says, should stop thinking that it is only the army that can stop the war. People should stop thinking that it is only the army, he says, that will stop the war. Listen on. I need you to take note of that.
To ask Almighty God in churches, in the mosque, all of us, we raise our hands to ask Almighty God to stop that crisis. And he said in the Bible, Matthew said, he said, ask me, I will give you. Knock on the door, I will open. And in the Quran, Allah say, Ud'uni astajib lakum. It's the same. Ask me, I will give you. And he say, if he take a decision, if Allah says something, Allah is not lying. Allah is not changing his decision. It is because we are not praying. We need to pray, all of us.
So this army, whether general or captain or whatever he is telling you, Ambazonians, that the end of this war lies in your hands. That is, if you will just pray, and this war will be over. The gendarmes will lay down their arms. The army will lay down their arms. And the soldiers, they will lay down their arms. Listen to him again. Listen to what he says. I want you to take note of that.
Now, would this extend to other parts of the Northwest, knowing that the peace has to go across beyond Bamenda?
Yes, of course. You are the witness, isn't it?
I mean, the idea of opening mosque, would you go beyond Bamenda, for instance, in other military setups?
But we call all of them because we are in a holy month. And during that month, whatever we ask, Allah say he will answer.
All right, I will leave you, I will spare you the trouble there, ladies and gentlemen. But this is the point about what you are listening there. This is what we call pacification. Pacification. They are trying to let you know these people are not bad people. Just maybe a few of them may be bad. Maybe if we just pray as this general wants us to do, maybe this thing will be over. Look at this guy. He's a good guy. The army is a good army. He builds a church and builds a mosque, and he wants Christians and Muslims to pray that the war is over. Again, that is pacification of the highest order. Where did he get the money to build a mosque and build a church? It's a strategy coming from La République du Cameroon to kind of, ladies and gentlemen, save face of their genocidal army in Amazonia. They've taken enough bribe and enough extortions to build a mosque and build a church, and they want you to go in there and pray that the war is over, the conflict is over. The solution lies exclusively on you, not on the damn government in La République du Cameroon. That is what he wants you to believe. Do we need prayer for somebody to say, lay down your arms and stop killing innocent civilians as we saw in Bamenda today? Do you need prayers? Of course not. You don't need prayer, so don't pray. When they come to you telling you to pray, don't pray for them. Pray for Ambazonians. Pray for the territory. And pray every kind of wicked prayer you can pray on La République du Cameroon. They are savages over there. They are not human beings. They should do the right thing. You can build 10 mosques or a dozen mosques and a dozen churches and render all the prayers that you can. It is not going to end the war. The way to end the war is to pull out of Amazonia and lay down your arms. And lay down your arms. Guns don't kill. People kill. That's exactly what it is. And it is those people in uniform you see there. The army, the soldiers, they are the one killing. In fact, they will kill you in that same church where they built for you to go and pray. We saw it in Bali, isn't it? They went into the church on the Sunday and shut down worshippers, and the worshippers were praying. Yet they came in, shut them down, and killed them. And here they come to tell you, to pacify you, all you need to do is just pray. He quotes the Bible. God is able to end this war, to end this conflict, if you should just pray. If you should just pray. God says he helped those who help themselves. He helped those who help themselves. And the way God will help them to lay down, to stop the massacre, is not to ask people to pray, but to lay down their guns. They are the ones killing. Guns aren't killing. They are the ones killing, ladies and gentlemen. So, my friend, you hear me here. What is your take on this? You have seen this video, I believe, and many people seem to think that, oh, what a great soldier, what a great army. This guy, he is different from among them. He is not different. He is playing the pacification game of their master. Tell me, sir.
But if you see plenty of this will happen for town, last 2 weeks from Gomoram, Mancon, they be told many people come out for all their houses from Gomoram. They work at the blue house. They move people that cackle for day. When they see any fine thing for your house, whether on television or on a board or anything, those people are thieves. They carry people in their machine. Where they dance, their parents, they don't suffer by them. So when they go enter Jange, they take loan by Okada. They take their machine. Once they don't cross 1,000, they go sell them for day. That's what the police people they did for you. They are now the terrorists with the feet up. Now they can't tips carry with until they carry and go for the other side. They only want to put for that who become poor. That the two way they inside town that in the house they enter for they see any fine thing they carry them. They just carry them go. That's what they do. Now my auntie what they say for that. They don't come for can work their money for you. They become say they do anything.
Okay. Okay. Well,
so the only thing we would want to now say make all we any man where they outside where you do for the Republic come back home. Therefore, each of that side begin to suffer. Because if I get friend we don't come out for side for Ebola, if you try to say the Englishman will come there, you get any problem with them for day. You did just go for police, they just lock you. Whether now you be on the right, they lock you. No need for cross. Be for inside your place. No wrong go any place. If they carry money for you go jam for the front side, they are paying school fees when they go pay for day that they enjoy them that week. No will be for inside our place. Now my own have to talk for that.
Thank you. I have a message for Okada riders in Bamenda, and the people are Ambazonians with shops inside that food market in Bamenda. I have said it again and again and again that if we think that we give up on this war and that the public will just come and just embrace us and say thank you for understanding, thank you for laying down your arms, we're going to treat you in a more dignified way than we did in the past, we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves. To Okada riders inside Bamenda, we need you to form your own groups, vigilante groups, and go after anything in uniform, that doesn't only come after you, but against the interests of all of Ambazonia. You are an army. Okada riders, you are an army inside Bamenda. There are thousands of you out there. The last time I saw your Okada machines were confiscated and you all took to the streets and then suddenly went back to business. There are moments that you should seize. You should seize those moments to go on the rampage and tell the Republic of Cameroon, we know them as occupiers, we know them as invaders, and that you will not continue to tolerate their trespasses, not just on the land, but on the people. Okada riders, you must organize yourself. Know the Francophones among you. And when they come after one of yours, organize and go after theirs. When they come after one of yours, you organize. It doesn't matter when or how, whether by day or by night, and you go after theirs. They cannot come into your own land, your own country, your own territory and make you second-class citizens. For how long would you be going on the streets and protesting? You think that is going to stop them? The only thing that will stop them is when we bring damage to their economic institutions and the people executing those policies of theirs. That is what Okada people should learn. Ambazonians, listen to the sound of my voice. I live in the diaspora. I am not in this fight because I hope to come back, live on ground zero, and become the president of Ambazonia, a minister in Ambazonia. I don't care about ever even coming to live there. But I care about those of you still living there, with children there. My daughter lives in the USA. We never dream of coming back to live in Ambazonia. But we are in this because we care about those of you with your children who are still left on ground zero. So we all have to take these things by our hands and go after the personalities, the institutions who inflict this pain upon us. We've got to do that. And that is why I do that on a daily basis here. Ladies and gentlemen, not because I got something to rip out of this, but because somebody must fight for somebody. Somebody must stand up to the bullies and speak power and speak truth to the power over there. And we should all take this for our own responsibility and do it without blinking. If I will go to jail, so be it. So be it. I am determined to fight this fight to the end. And only death and jail will stop me. Ladies and gentlemen, only death and jail will stop me. Bamenda people, you got to rise up. Let me assure those so-called municipal authorities, they build those shops. We are monitoring to know how many indigenous people in Bamenda own shops in that new market. We are waiting for it. If indigenous people will not get 70% of the shops, the sheds in the new market, it will come down. It will come down. I promise you, it will come down. Please take note of this. If indigenous people in Bamenda will not get 70% of the sheds in the new market, it will come down. So I hope the Bamenda authorities, municipal authorities, they're hearing me. Because there is no way you want us to believe that there are no people in Bamenda, in Nkwen, in Bali, in Mbengwe, in Bambili, Bambui, the neighborhood, the peripheries, who can afford shops in Bamenda. We are watching, we are monitoring to see what happens with those new sheds. Comrade, if you have the last word, make it, and we'll call it a day.
Thank you, Papa. I don't hear all things when you don't talk. Only pray na God to make God give you long life. I don't hear all your word when you talk. I hear all the time with you. Anything with the past, me at the see and I hear. You only give thanks for God. Say make the shop for inside food market. At least 10 shop, make 7 owned by the Amazonian people. Them. The only thing with the bad for them is say the government got to say make one man buy pay shirt for council 700,000, 1 million, and so on. Now the thing where it worried people for Amazon, they don't get any shirt for inside market.
700,000 for how many years?
They don't say so 1.5 before you get shirt for inside market.
That
So
one,
we
that
get-
1.5,
now
it
we
go.
get-
That 1.5, is it a rent or a tax or what is it?
For that one, I don't know how way I think call that one, Papa, to talk the truth.
Wait till if you divide the thing down to by the month, what will be the rent that they ask for each month for the shirt?
For the shirt for each month, for example, like for the food market site, the council they take that 2,000 for each month. So for the whole year, it take 24,000 francs.
But now they are asking for 1.5 and for 700.
Yes, before you see how would they want to build the market.
What will be the explanation they give for the 1.5 and the 700? What did they tell the shop owners inside? So this 1.5 and the 700 be against.
They no explanation. You don't know to know the way they explain that. That when you don't talk that kind of amount, some of the people when the English people ask, they don't get that amount. The francophone, they don't have to go take them because they come with their sister, their brother, and so on and so forth. So any Monday for inside market, at least about we find the people the way they bring them. Do one day for this side, do one day for this side, do one day for this side. Like do one day for that.
So essentially, the scheme is to eliminate people, indigenous people in Bamenda from renting shops, renting shirts in the new market.
Yes, that's how it is.
So if you have to have a shed in the new market, you have to be able to cough out 700,000 or 1.5 million francs.
Yes.
So the moment you are not able to afford that, and this is a one-time payment, isn't it?
That's how it is, Papa. That's what they do.
All right. Well,
So even I shut yourself when you be there inside, as you don't get the money for pay, they take a job for the same person.
so they do this, and the francophones go behind, make the payments, and then they build an own shirt.
Yes.
And one person may own like 5 shirts and then sublet them.
That's what they do.
Well, I hope the message I sent today to the colonial councillors in the city of Bamenda, they get the message I sent to them today. We are monitoring. If 70%, again 70% of the shirts in the newly constructed Bamenda food market, if they do not go to the indigenous people inside Bamenda and the peripheries, it will come down. It will come down, I promise you. For as long as I am still here as leader of this interim government, they will come down. Thank you, sir, for joining me. I really appreciate it. But before you go, let me tell you a story. I had an experience on that road, that street, from Tarekun across to the food market. I was visiting Chairman John Frundi. I think that was 2013 when I visited. I visited with Chairman John Frundi, and I was coming back from his place. And I happened to take that road from CCC down to Fish Pond to the market, World Food Market. I didn't realize that it was one way, that people could only climb, they couldn't come down. So I drove down all the way near the bridge, just about to cross the bridge. And as I was about to enter the bridge, I saw some people looking at me funnily, and they were waving hands. It was weird. I didn't understand what was going on. Then one of them, I think they were council workers, stopped me and walked up to me. And while he was still talking to me, one of them rushed behind with their machine and chained my tires. Chained my tires right there. And I asked, what is the problem? They said, this is one way. You're not supposed to come down on this street. This street is only one way. And I was really mad, very, very mad. And I asked them, how did you expect me to know this street is only one way? There is no sign at the entrance that this is a one-way street. How did you expect me to know? They chained my tire and demanded for 25,000 francs before they could unchain it. And I sat there, I said, I'm not giving you a franc. If you want me to give you a franc, go and put a sign there. Let people know that this is a one-way street. And when people infringe on it, charge them as much as you want. But I'm not giving you a franc. I sat there and I called back to Chairman John Frundi that afternoon, and he sent his son. I've forgotten the name. He sent his son right there to the scene, and the son came and talked to those council guys. I think his son was actually working in the council too. Yeah, I think he was an official in the council. He sent his son, he came right there to the scene and talked to his guys, and they unchained my car, and I drove away. This is how lawless these people are. And if I had given them 25,000, would have gone to their pockets. I think actually they asked me for 50,000. They asked me for 50,000. Then went down to 25,000. I refused to give it because I demanded for a receipt. I told them, if I give you 25,000, you must issue me a receipt. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you also, Papa. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great night. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Now, I don't have a lot of time here, but let me transition to something else. Please stay put and do not go away. All right, thanks once more for staying put there, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few other things to take care of, and then I will open the phone lines for a few phone calls from those of you tuning in from ground zero. First of all, let me talk about the draft that is coming up at the weekend. We've had so far Momo draft, and it was great. It was good. Momo was able to raise over about close to $35,000 last Sunday to help our brothers and sisters on the ground who are struggling, suffering because of the pain that La République du Cameroon inflicted upon them. And then this weekend will be the turn of Mezam, the great Mezam County. I really would love to seize on this opportunity to please appeal to all of you to show up on Sunday in the Zoom Town Hall. Let us support the great Mezam County. Let me tell you, comrades, when I took over the leadership of this interim government, everything was in fractions. I mean, literally fractions. The fighting force on the ground was in fractions. And everything was in disarray, either in Bamea or in Fako, Mezam, and all the places. And I promise you a lot of things that we are able to do or we can do. Of course, it has been slow to come. It has been slow to come. But what I want to assure you is that we are finally having a grab, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally having a grab over the our counties, and so I really want to appeal to you. I really love to appeal to you to join us on Sunday for Mezam County Drive. Let us make Mezam great again. Many of you out there are disenchanted, discouraged, and very disgruntled with the way things have gone over the years. I know that. I understand that. I have been at the middle or in the middle of it, and I can understand where you are coming from. But please, when you see what is happening like in Bamenda, see what is happening in Boya, where you walk into an office that should communicate to you in your own language, and a foreign language is being used on you. How can you be indifferent? How can you be indifferent when we try to take control of the situation? How can you be indifferent? I said here last Sunday that when rain falls, it falls on every home and on everybody. It doesn't matter the ideology, the thinking, the beliefs, or the location of the house, or the person the rain is falling on. It falls on everybody. If you say you will no more support the war, support the crusade, because some people embezzled your money, because they are so divided, because there is infighting, you make a very big mistake, because again, we lose it at the end of the day. I can assure you, everyone will suffer. Please, as they say, throw the message. Do not throw the messenger. I want to say in this case, do not throw the future. You can throw me, but do not throw the future. The future is a free and independent Southern Cameroon's Amazonia. And no matter how much you have given in the past and it is mismanaged, this is a new regime here. I have said to my lieutenants here at the interim government, we would prefer to see the money lying somewhere safe, where we can touch and where we can see, than put it in the hands of dubious personalities who take the money and come back and tell us, oh, you know, we were tracked down, we were picked up, it got missing, blah, blah, blah. The stories we have heard repeatedly for the past years. Or some people are using it to, build empires, build businesses for themselves. How do you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that in this struggle, people who have never held a job in the USA, they have $39,000 in insurance scheme for their children of 17 years old. 17 years old. Is an insurance policy scheme of $39,000 from people who have been leaders in this struggle. I can understand why people are disgruntled when they see things like this. But listen to me, listen to my voice. You are dealing with a new regime here. We are taking over FACO, ladies and gentlemen. We have a handle over Victoria. Victoria, the days are coming. They're not going to be long. I will see how you will boycott ghost towns and lockdowns again. Just in the weeks ahead, you will see it. I will see how Tiko, Boya, Mutengene, and so on, they will boycott ghost towns. Those days are over. Those days are over. And those colonial administrators in Kumba who think that they can intimidate Kumba people, strong Kumba people, to boycott ghost towns. We are hunting you. We will hunt all of you down. And I mean it. And I really mean it. Things may be slow to come, comrades, but trust me, you will see what I am telling you. So I am appealing to every one of you. We want to get Mezam up and strong in taking care of rooks like the army that will crush a mother going to the church with a son, and on Okada, harmless people. We want to have a force, a special force that works inside Mezam to keep our people safe and to defend our people. So I'm pleading with you, join the great Mezam County on Sunday at a Zoom meeting and on ABS. Let us make Mezam great again. Let us make Mezam great again. And let me also add this. We have gotten reliable information that one of the strategies of the French Cameroon occupying army in Ambazonia to pick up or to kill our restoration fighters is to lay ambush in the bush tracks that the restoration fighters use. So I am passing this message. If you are a restoration fighter or if you know any of them, let them change their bush tracks. The tracks they have been using in the past, they should change them. Please get this message to every restoration fighter. I don't care where you are. If you have used a certain bush track for so long, the moment has come for you to change it, because what La Republic is trying to do is use people within the community, the blacklegs, the traitors within the communities, to expose your location and the road, the bush tracks they normally would find you on. They lead it to occupying soldiers, and then they lay ambush on you and take you out and kill you. So please let this message get to every restoration fighter out there in Ambazonia. And lastly, not the least, ladies and gentlemen, all the routes lead to Washington, D.C., May the 5th to May the 7th. For the All Ambazonia, we'll call it Southern Cameroon Ambazonia Unity Conference. Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia Unity Conference. We're putting this together to bring back everybody. We can reshape the way we operate this struggle, the way we prosecute this crusade. We are calling, inviting every Ambazonian, even if you are in Asia, you are in Europe, wherever that you may be, you are invited to be in Washington, D.C., May the 5th to the 7th, to meet with other Ambazonians. Let us come together, ladies and gentlemen, reason together and re-strategize how we can best prosecute this struggle. They say that knowledge is strength, and many hands tie a bundle easier. So that is why we are bringing everybody together. Again, many of you have been disgruntled out there. Many of you have walked into the fringes for the past years because maybe you were not satisfied with the way things were being run. But I can assure you, this meeting, this unity meeting, is about to put those things behind. And if you want to be there, you have a contribution to make, please make it to the conference. Larapoplado Cameroon is waiting and watching to see how many Ambazonians come together. You know, they would want you to believe that, or want anybody to believe that the diaspora is dead, right? They want everybody to believe the diaspora is dead. Please, please, especially those of you, if you live in Connecticut, you live in New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, and Virginia, North and South Carolina, please, please make plans to be in Washington, D.C., to Pool Drive to Washington, D.C. to be at this conference. The first day will be a working session, which is May the 5th. It will be a working session with all the leaders. And then the second day, being, I believe, is a Saturday, will be the plenary, where everybody, including our guests, our visitors that we invite, their special guests, dignitaries, everybody will be seated in the hall. And then Sunday will be another session with the leaders, but then it will end up with, I think, a plenary that we see the resolutions announced. So, again, I am appealing to every one of you, make preparations to be in Washington, D.C. to meet with the stakeholders of this struggle of the Southern Cameroons. Let us put our minds together and see how we can keep on telling La République du Cameroon, the 2 cubes of sugar, are not going to be dissolved. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now I will open the phone lines. I have only about 15 minutes left to go. I will open the phone lines and take your calls right now. But remember, before you call, make sure that the volume of your TV set is tuned down. Tune it down. When you call, focus just on your phone. Focus just on the phone when you call. The phone line is open and I can see callers coming in here. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah, this is Didi calling from Norway.
Good to hear your voice, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you very much for the wonderful show, and thank for the guy who was reporting from Ground Zero. At least we have heard the story of what is happening in our territory. However, I want to say that based on what that guy said, we are being francophonized by using our own people to francophonize us.
Correct.
Because the councillors, you cannot tell me that a Bamenda council will have more francophones than anglophones when the mayor is an anglophone. So they now use one of us to stand in front as a window dresser, then behind the whole place is being francophonized.
I hold on there, comrade. You are making a valid point there. But let me ask, are councillors not supposed to be elected people?
Of course, and they are supposed to be
elected indigenous people. Right. So does it mean that francophones are being elected into those offices?
That's so terrible. So terrible. Now we look at it again. This is the same method that they use Juma Dorothy to francophonize University of Boya. It's a policy in place. Why Anglophone were seeing Juma Dorothy as a rector of University of Boya, but behind Juma Dorothy the whole thing was francophone.
Right. Well, I think, again, if we are truly angry as we want people to believe, then our anger must be matched with some action, not talking all the time. And I'm here referring particularly to the people in Bamenda. This concerns you. This concerns you. All right.
I would say that the mayor should be the first person that should step at his door and ask explanation for how the Francophone managed to be ruling the place while he's there as an Anglophone mayor. He needs his explanation for that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the call. Hello. Hello. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Bamenda.
Okay, wonderful. I guess your section of Bamenda has electricity?
Yeah, we got electricity about an hour ago.
All right. Tell me, what is in your mind? What is the situation? What part of Bamenda are you calling from?
Yeah, from Tuakom.
Okay. How is the situation there now?
The situation is calm. It's expected. It's calm. And my contribution is related to the situation now.
Okay.
I've been a contributor to your program in the past. I've always said it strongly that we Amazon, we are not serious. We Amazonians are serious. Many Amazonians don't even know what's happening. Yeah. Look, when I listen to you speaking, I realize that there are many things that are not clear. You see, I've said over and over on your program that unless Amazonians stand up and become more ruthless than Francophones, unless you are ready to exterminate them, to exterminate us, the agenda is to exterminate us. But I see Anglophones behaving like drunkards. The former U.S. Secretary for African Affairs, Herman Coe, I always quote him, he said, Amazonians are not angry enough.
Yeah.
Amazonians, they live in a trance, in a dream. I look at them, I just laugh. We are past talking. Talking is a provocation now. We are past talking. Provocation. Don't just listen to the market. I'm very surprised, Comrade. You are the only person I trust in this government, but I'm surprised you are offering a concession of 30% to Francophones. They should not be, no Francophone should have a share in Bamenda. No Francophone. That is it. We say 30%, we are accepting them to them. Listen to it.
Well, I didn't mention Francophones, right? When I say 70%, you also have to understand we have Nigerians. So 30% could be Nigerians, could be whoever. But at least our people should have 70% of those shares. And if they do not, we are coming after that new market. Let the mayor listen to my voice. Yes, go on.
Thank you for that clarification. It should be clear. No Francophone in Amazonia. These people are demons. The agenda is to destroy us. We must exterminate them out of there. And sir, let me tell you, Amazonians, I was speaking to some youth today, and I don't believe what I was hearing. They were saying that we are tired of this thing. We are tired of this thing. We have been made not come. That's what the youths are saying here. So they're living in a trance, in a sleep. They're sleeping. And finally, I want to say that from now, and I have suggested it in the past. One day I said it on screen, and you said, no, this is the military secret actually said, I'm telling it probably. The Amazonian Defense Force, there's the Amazonian fighters must go into three branches: the regular fighters, the intelligent officers, assassins, to get rid of so-called blacklegs, administrators, enablers, those who are working in the shadows. If you don't like that, we are wasting our time. We are wasting our time. The Amazonian, the forces, those that are really trying them, those that can meet that feeling in Nigeria and voila, giving for them.
All right, comrade, thank you. Your sound quality is not the best. We barely can understand you, but thank you for the call, sir.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a few 10 more minutes to go. The phone lines are open. Go ahead and call. Hello. Please, can you turn down the volume of your television and focus on the phone?
Yes, I have.
All right. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Maryland.
Okay. And what is in your mind?
Yes. I just have some few questions for you.
Thank you. Go on.
Yes, the first question is the results from the last draft that you made. I mean, that was your first draft.
No, I think you got it wrong. I have not, since I took over, I have not conducted any draft, so you probably got it wrong. This is the first one.
Or maybe fundraising, let me put it that way.
Yes.
Yes, please. You know you've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Now Amazonians are getting fed up with all this fundraising and stuff.
Yeah.
What I would plead with you is this. Please give us results. Give us results.
And
that's something you should be.
Yeah, no, listen, hold on. I totally agree with you. The unfortunate thing is I cannot come and sit on television and tell you what we have done or what we want to do. But when things happen, like when they happen in Boya, when they happen in the different places, we cannot come here and tell you that is your money doing that, right?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so that is a wisdom in that. But if we talk one-on-one, it's easy to tell you what we are doing and what we are trying to do. But that makes sense. Many people don't understand that.
Next question is about the Unity Conference, they're calling.
Yes.
Can we know who are the leaders that are going to participate in it? Leaders that you've talked with, that are ready and are coming for the conference.
Well, we have sent out invitations to every leader and stakeholder. In this struggle, there are two sets of leaders. There are those we call the stakeholders, and there are also those we call group leaders. Everybody is invited to be on board. Next week, we're going to be having a round table with we cannot bring everybody on TV, but we're going to be having a round table with some of the leaders and the stakeholders who are in the planning committee, and you will see for yourselves.
Okay, my next question. Are you in touch with No PT, or he is just a lone fighter?
I can tell you we support No PT financially.
Great. That's good. Then I will also advise here that our boys should be targeting these francophones that are in our midst, that are in our community, spying on our people, spying on our boys, and then reporting them to the La Republic forces.
All right.
They should make the francophones have it uneasy in the neighborhood and in our communities. They should not live freely.
All right. Thank you, comrade. Thank you.
Thank you too.
So many calls are coming. Please, I beg you, you are here in the diaspora. Let's go out. Let's come out on Sunday and support Mezam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, let's see who is next here. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Mulang, sir. From Mulang, Bamenda.
Okay, thank you, sir. What is in your mind?
Yes, I just want to say, sir. I just want to say something I've been saying for the past 3 or 4 years, sir.
Okay.
If we are going to win this war, this is a strategy. The Amazonian fighters must be completed into 3 groups. The regular fighters who confront the terrorists, and then intelligent officers who live in the shadow. They go about tracking down blacklegs, administrators, enablers, and so on, and others who go about tracking down francophones. These are the parasites in Amazonia. These are the parasites that must be destroyed. Yeah, so it's not just about regular fighting. They be in groups. But we have to have an intelligent officer who can go to Yahoo officer and track the blackleg and enablers, who can go there and cause explosion.
Can you volunteer? Can you volunteer, sir?
Yes, I can volunteer.
All right. Send me a message. Send me a message off the air, so I can get back to you, because what you say is, makes a lot of sense. The problem is ability to implement it when you have people scattered all over the place, and they don't want to do things in this kind of orderly way and tactical way that you are referring to. If we have people that we can put them up in special commands to go after to specialize in doing some of the things that you suggest, it would be great. But again, send me a message, and we'll talk about that. Thanks for the call. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes, sir. This is Chairman Ifram.
Oh, the chairman of the honorable chairman of Momo himself. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Fellow Ambazonians, I really wonder how you feel today after listening to what's happening in Bamenda. I am so angry. Inexpressibly angry. I don't know how to say it. That something happens in Bamenda and our people are running helter-skelter, women leaving the markets, and some stay back to capitalize on it. We really need to think of what to do to these women who are indifferent to the plight of the poor Bamenda. They must have a reason. They don't care. They come from elsewhere. So they are joining the plan of Daniel Lafri to conquer Bamenda, kill the people there, and take over everything.
Yeah.
And I'm asking the ambassadors in the diaspora, are your ears hearing all of these things? Or you hear and then you are resigned to the killing? Even if you are resigned, not degree of resignation will allow you to stay aloof. When you hear that a woman and a child are crushed in Bamenda, people are leaving, Francophones stay back, and then they're taking over the market.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Listen carefully, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether you got this. The market is attacked. A mother and a son are crushed by a military truck. People leave the market. Francophones stay put. Of course, nothing happens to them. You can guess that. Everybody is leaving the market. But Francophones stay put because they know nothing will happen to them in our own territory. Go on, sir.
Where are our boys? It's furious. Where are our boys? How did we get here? Where are our boys? Have they just... all Ayabacho knows to do is to terrorize our people. Where are Ambazonians? Where are the ARFs? We have to fix this, comrade.
Well, we definitely have to fix it, and that is why I am appealing to everybody to come out on Sunday. Let us draft for Mezam. We've got to arrest this situation. And as for Ayabacho that you mentioned here and the ADF, I'm bringing a special message for them next week. Mbengui Road should be open. Mbengui Road must be open for civilians. The only reason I will stop from saying anything about Ayabacho and the ADF is if Mbengui Road is open to the people of Mbengui. You don't shut down a road and the enemy is using it, and civilians are stopped from using it. So I got a message for them next week. Unless they will go and remove that blockade and allow pedestrians both ways, Mancon, Momo, to use that road. Now I understand that what the ADF is doing is they are shielding La République du Cameroon to overnight put up a military camp in that area. If you don't know that, that's what is happening. They are shielding them so that nobody pass by to see La République du Cameroon erecting a camp, a military barracks in that vicinity. But I got a message for them on Monday. If this war, if Ayabacho is fighting La République du Cameroon and not Ambazonians, the blockade of Mbengui Road must be removed. Must be removed. Else he would have to answer to the Ambazonian people who he is fighting for. Because blocking that road is no longer fighting for the Ambazonian people, it is fighting against Ambazonia and inflicting much more pain than they need on the people. All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so, and what his strategy is to make people angry at our resurgent fighters and turn against the war. And all it does, you see, they have a well-organized system there. They take all that money that they collect on the roads, cross into ground one, and send it to Ayabacho. That's what they do.
Right. No, will we uncover them on more next week? I promise you. Again, unless that road is open, all these things will be exposed, plus the money. Many people sit here believing that some good conference, finally La République du Cameroon was coming to the table. Now, do you now understand why the day we step out and say we acknowledge the Canadian initiative, La République pulls out the next day? La République pulls out because they know the money that they are arranging with Capo Daniel for the Big Four will not go anywhere with our opposition. And you then know what happens? Ayabacho puts on the conveners of AAC1, certain AAC1. We had AAC before, right? I don't know how this one was won. But he puts on AAC1. And you know what he does? Not an invitation is sent to us because they know we get on that table, we will uncover their agenda to bundle us and send us over to La République du Cameroon. Do you know that they are bundling fighters on the ground, putting on that thing, and the CDN is all in there. Fellow Ambazonians, listen to the sound of my voice. I will be a dead man before we will compromise with La République du Cameroon, and everybody who is in this struggle to profit himself, to make money out of it, we will expose you. I don't care who you are. We will expose you. Capo Daniel, we learned only 2 months ago. He demanded 250 million and be made the mayor of Boyo under a new dispensation. When they would have handed us over to La République du Cameroon, he demanded 250 million. We now hear in this audio with Belinga, the guy who is in jail, arranging for 1 milliard. That is, I think that's 1 billion in English. And then an advance of 500 million for the Canadian, ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian conference. And then they come out, they sneak out to tell us, they want you to believe Capo Daniel just resigned because of little divergences. He just resigned. Do you think you kick out Capo Daniel, he wouldn't be running his mouth out there today saying, how dare you? Of course not. But I'm coming to that subject, and I ask again the ADF and Cho Ayaba, remove the blockade on Mbengui Road. All right? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I got a few minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. The phone line is open. Go ahead and call. All right, let's see who is this. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Go on. Where are you calling from? Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Hello. I'm calling from Ground Zero, myself, Mancon.
Okay, calling from Mancon. Yes, go on, sir. What is in your mind?
What is in my mind? The military.
I'm sorry, sir. Your volume, your audio quality is so bad. So bad. Let's get to the next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
I'm calling from the state of Illinois.
State of Illinois, the liberal state of Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. All right. What is in your mind, sir?
Exactly. I have just one thing to tell you. I would just like to advise that if we want to know the details of ADF, of how they operate, we should kindly try to get one person in their house. Then from there, we'll get a detail in a very nice way. If tell us how they operate, because if we keep on fighting that want to fight ADF, believe me, we may not get it. But if we are able to lobby one of them behind the doors, I will get them. They will tell us how they operate, and from there, we'll expose it to the Amazonian people. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for that suggestion. However, let me say this. We don't need somebody from their house to confirm that Capo Daniel was negotiating for 500 million from La République du Cameroon over Canadian conference to hand us over to La République du Cameroon. After you have his voice and that of the minister exchanging this, what else do you need?
Yeah, that is very correct. We are not arguing the fact that the only thing is that we should know how they operate.
Yes.
We should track them to know how they operate.
No, I agree with you, but I'm saying that we cannot base everything on having one of them come talk to us because they have a pedigree of these things that we are talking about. But you can trust me. I don't come here and just make innuendos. I talk to people. I do research. I do investigations. And every time I come here and say anything, I make sure I have done my due diligence before bringing you that information. Thank you for the call.
That's very good. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Okay. Who is next now? Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Sir?
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. All right. What is in your mind, sir?
Yeah, just as a rejoinder to what I'm talking.
A rejoinder, okay.
Just a follow-up, not a rejoinder.
I thought you said a rejoinder.
Yeah, that's a follow-up. Let's say we know Ayabacho and the ADF are a proxy of La République. We have known that from the beginning. And so we don't need to, bring someone from ADF to tell us who they are. We just need to continue to expose their crimes against Amazonians. And we have to find a way to really make them become irrelevant. I don't know how we can make Ayabacho irrelevant. We have to make him irrelevant. This guy is a cancer in our struggle. We have to take out this cancer. So that's my contribution.
Thank you. I totally agree with you. We don't need somebody from inside to come and tell us anything because we have their video footages of Ayaba promising to cut the heads of chiefs. I mean, we have the alibi everywhere. Let me get to the next caller here. Hello.
Hey, Comrade Chris, this is your guy calling again from Maryland. I just have something to add to you.
Okay. Go on, sir.
The Capo Daniel we are talking about has a brother, I think he's a senior brother or junior brother, who under pressure in Amazonia was almost at the point to be killed. He ran to Ghana. Whenever, how do you call him, EFA have collected ransom, that guy will leave Ghana and come to Cameroon and collect that ransom and go back to Ghana, send it to Capo. Capo now will transfer it to their supreme leader, Ayabacho. These are things Amazonians need to know.
So you know this person?
I know he's Capo Daniel's brother. I don't know him by name.
Okay.
He lives in Ghana now. He lives now in Ghana.
Okay.
Comes just to collect ransom every time. When they have collected the ransom, he come and collect it, take it to Ghana, and send it to Kapo. Kapo now will send it to the Supreme Leader Ayabacho.
Okay, that is interesting information. That's a revelation.
Yes, yes.
Please
Kapo doesn't want to come and defend this. Let him come out and talk to us.
send me a little text with your number so I can recall to call you, and we'll talk a little bit on this, please.
Sure, I will do that.
All right, thank you.
You are.
Okay, one more caller and I will be off the set here, ladies and gentlemen. The luckiest person to call next, go ahead and call, and that will be the last caller for the night. I think this has been exciting. Again, I am asking all of you, I need to know whether you receive notifications each time that ABS comes on. I need to know whether you receive, those of you on this platform right now, I need to know whether you receive notifications from Facebook when we came live, because the numbers have dropped tremendously, and I know some people say they don't receive notification. I want to know whether you are receiving notifications regularly. I see many people saying no. Okay. We have to find out what is going on. I see everything is no. Normally, Facebook should send out notifications every time we go live, else people cannot join the show because they have no idea that we are live. And so I guess the people who are on have to receive information through sharing. Everybody says no. I see one person say yes, I am receiving it. Another person, I did not receive notification. Another one say yes. Another one say no. In King say no. In Congo say yes. In Konzo say yes. David says no. Prince says no. Says yes. Ate says no. So we're going to figure out what is going on there, ladies and gentlemen. I will call it a night here, and thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. I look forward to coming back. I look forward to coming back very soon to give you some of these insights. But again, I have asked that please, Comrade Ayaba, I speak to you as a brother, as a comrade, as a friend. This war is not against our own people. We cannot get our own people suffering in our own hands as we do in the hands of the enemy, La République du Cameroon. I ask you, sir, I ask you, please use your good judgment. Open that blockade on Mbengui Road. Release more people from the prison. You've caged them in for about 2 months now. Open that road and we will just be fine. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have a great night. God bless you all.